the end, I was like, hold on. You don't want me to
Because of a tape that was recently leaked that allegedly exposed Remy Ma's infidelity, the internet is currently in flames. And trust me, it's as insane as you can think. After supporting her through everything, her husband, Papoose, seems disgusted by the whole situation. Their once perfect love story is now falling apart. Remy is making every effort to repair the damage and make things better, but it seems like things are becoming more chaotic by the second. It's clear that things are going nuts as the drama develops. To stay up to date on more videos like this one, remember to hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell before we begin. Remy's activities have caused a great deal of controversy. For admirers who believe their connection would be incredibly strong, this is a huge shock. It's crucial to keep in mind that occasionally discussing the situation in detail is insufficient. You may say everything you need to, but sometimes you can't find a middle ground, and that doesn't lead to a resolution. Reactions, and let's be honest, exchanging words isn't always enough. Ground, and things continue to deteriorate. Let's now discuss the turmoil that encompasses Remy Ma and Papoose. Their relationship was founded on love and dedication, and it seemed as though they were destined to be together. They were once the most influential pair in the hip-hop business. Now, though, things appear to be different, as there are rumors that Remy has made certain choices that have damaged their relationship. Every relationship has its ups and downs, which is the issue. On Father's Day 2022, though, Remy and Pap's crack was revealed, and even casual fans couldn't help but notice. Usually, Remy would be all over social media, calling Papoose the best father and husband ever. But that year, there were none. No cute captions, nothing, you know. That's not Remy's vibe. Then Papoose did something that has many folks asking how they're going to move on from this. But there were beats, rap fights, and prison visits instead of castles and fantasy. Get it right. This is serious. Amazing battle. Dro, whose last name she shared with Papo, was reminiscing about Mackie. And now she was reminiscing about Smith on the blockchain. I know they still do the family thing, but they were at a dinner recently, celebrating someone who passed away. I can't remember what it was, and Joe was there precisely after Fat demanded that I be put in jail. According to him, I don't understand how he's still the same size, and he doesn't understand how I got to platform the side, but he claimed to have dropped weight. He's locked up for some reason. Born in the Bronx Castle Hill slums on May 30, 1980, Remy Ma is actually Remy Smith. However, juggling her family's addiction problems and taking care of her younger siblings made her life difficult. Instead, she resorted to poetry as a way to cope with her challenging circumstances. Shortly after, the late Big Pun saw her potential, took her under his wing, and helped her start her career. After making her debut on his album Ya Baby in 2000, she quickly became well-known. You would expect to binge-watch her epic romance with Papoose on Netflix, to say nothing else. Commenced their adventure in 2007, but were married in February 2016. By transforming herself into the beach, each other, you, cheating on the ball, etc., Remy took things seriously on July 13. Let's assume that hip-hop and love pick it up, and you all reunite, no matter what. How is it right now? I get a small bag, I get a little CH, a cool little, you know what I mean. I'm the guy who is currently around, and I'm such a cheat. I'm a bit too comfortable. At R, I should have been in New York. When everyone believed the police were looking into a shooting outside of Manhattan, Delhi, where Makeda Barnes-Joseph claimed Remy had shot her following an argument over $3,000 that had supposedly gone missing. I will admit that I should have been on, and that I would have done this correctly. To further complicate things, the club's CCTV tape revealed no altercation or brawl before Makeda Barnes-Joseph was shot in the torso during the incident. But Barnes-Joseph was eager to point the finger at Remy, and all of a sudden a full-fledged case was underway. In response to the criminal accusations and attempted murder, Remy Ma pleaded not guilty. When Barnes-Joseph was bleeding out in the car, the judge accused Remy of looking through his bag for the missing $3,000, which is where things become really heated. Her luck ran out, though, and she was convicted in March 2008 of attempted coercion and unlawful weapon possession. The repercussions were dire. Barnes Joseph had to have multiple surgeries when he flew in a getaway car, and she eventually filed a lawsuit against Remy for $80 million. After completing 6 years at Bedford Hills Correctional Facility, Remy was freed in August after receiving an 8-year prison sentence. The majority of males in the music industry would have left by now in 2014, but Papoose has stuck by Remy's side, proving what it really means to be a ride or die. In the first year, he appeared every day and on every visit while I was just unwinding. Every day when you're playing, you are visited, and on weekends, it alternates on Saturday or Sunday. Thus, in reality, that he said, "I'm good, I'm all right," and I suppose he believed it to be true. I said, "All right, cool," but when Papoose noticed that Remy was doing well in prison, he appeared as though he hadn't. Depending on traffic, it takes between 45 minutes to an hour, so I was running up there every day. Raised the bar to an entirely new level. Even when she was still in prison, he asked her to marry him. Of course, a prison isn't the most romantic place to be, but if love is sincere, it just shows up, regardless of where you are. As evidence of their close relationship, Remy and Papoose had planned to wed in a low-key prison ceremony in 2008. It was unbreakable even by the prison walls, but when people attempted to call off the wedding, things went haywire. To enter with a skeleton key in order to see her famous move. But what exactly was he thinking? As a result, the wedding had to be postponed, and Stu Papoose was denied visitation rights for 6 months. But genuine love never fades, and even when Remy was unable to perform or be at his side, Papoose made sure that everyone knew she was his queen in every interview and public appearance. Although I appreciate that you have what I'm expressing, it is your duty to respect that. Listen up, dude. In a society where famous romances terminate before marriage, you may live a happy life as a wife. He has an obligation to respect his queen. Therefore, if she has a disagreement, he must definitely take it into account before proceeding. Papoose, the embodiment of genuine, long-lasting affection, was the nickname given by Blink users to Remy's mother. You should reconsider your belief that Papoose was envious of Remy's interactions with other men. He was very clear that her job was a job. He knew she would always be there for him and had complete faith in her. Indeed, it's only a job. It is merely an office. In contrast to you, I would never feel insecure about that. The problem is that we are now talking about a situation where everyone is acting honorably, carrying out their responsibilities, and keeping the move without feeling prince. Rest assured that she will honor you no matter what. Now let's fast forward to 2014. Who was there to welcome Remy when she finally left the institution after years of incarceration? With his arms extended, Papoose was anticipating her arrival from the time they focused on starting over, reintegrating with their family, and being married in February 2016. When their daughter Remy was born in 2018, a few years later, their admirers were ecstatic. It felt as though a redemption tale from real life was being played out in front of us. Remy didn't waste any time in resuming her business. She even launched a clothing line and donated the money to the remnant foundation, but let's be honest, she hasn't had a drama-free existence since leaving prison. When Brittany Taylor, her co-star in Ling Hip Hop, accused Remy of abuse in May 2019, for instance, Remy handed herself in. By December, the charges were dismissed due to insufficient evidence, despite the fact that the story caused a sensation. She won another battle because he shared a Father's Day greeting to himself. Yes, you read that right, and included a photo of himself. Since family is everything, the caption was succinct but profound, so fans intuitively realized something wasn't quite right at once. Many people asked the same question in the comment section: where's Remy? Some even made fun of their relationship, saying that Papoose was madly in love while Remy was never. Guess who was missing from the photo, kids? I felt the same way. It also didn't help that Remy and Papoose didn't say anything, which just fueled the fires. Come on, Jasmine, I never cheated on anybody. So I don't know what y'all are talking about one more time. Remy Ma stated in response to rumors that started to circulate about why their relationship was so cold. Remy got him fixed, and he went into the block without any problems. Even though I heard from a very trustworthy source that Papoose and this guy got into a really bad situation where he almost knocked out the teeth that should have fallen out, and they were falling out on this guy. Oh well, at least she said something, so obviously she did, and she said that she probably left before the cheating started. Papa was cool, like industry friends who moved in the same circles, and it was rumored that Remy cheated on her with Easy. If the cheating rumors are true, I feel like I've been betrayed. How could Remy do this to the man who has been her rock for years? Remy and Papoose were seen as the hip-hop couple, the ride-or-die duo who got through everything together and came out stronger. So the notion that she might have put everything on the line for someone like Easy, yes, people were side-eyeing this whole thing to make it worse, wilder. There's a clip of audio that's been going around where someone who supposedly sounds like Easy spills all the tea and explains what really happened. And that's essentially because it's just, how is that going to work? How is it? Heading to work and subsequently stating, even if you return with the ball, which is fine, I'll come out and explain everything that happened. You were with each other, you were cheating on a boy, and so on, says the insider. So whatever happens, let's say Loving Hip Hop picks it up, you all get back together, and everything that happened. Instead of giving us those power couple vibes, Pap's 46th birthday party at Brooklyn Chop House in New York City felt more like an awkward work event. Let's also talk about Remy's body language, which let the internet know that she wasn't particularly excited to be there. On July 17, 2012, 4 fans noticed something really important. Remy subtly revealed Papa's last name, and in the credits of her new song, Fat Joe Out of Control, she was still listed as Remy Ma from her previous song, the Ghetto and Ratchet remix with Connie Diamond. The change was subtle, but fans soon noticed it, and suddenly, Remy's reputation took a serious hit. If that's not a sign that she's moving on, what is? Hit as a wife and businesswoman, and people started to question whether they could trust her as Fatai. He attempted to play it cool, but his career suffered as well because the scandal overshadowed everything he was doing. Nevertheless, after more than a year of rumors, Remy finally had enough and caught that deal, putting an end to the matter by October 7, just as things appeared to be settled with Tay Rock. I can understand why he's online, but it's lonely and uninteresting. Tay Rock asked, "What's up, Remy?" Remy swiftly clapped back after he stirred the pot by writing on X that Ninja had a girlfriend at home with her husband this week. "I'm upset about Ease, the block captain bard, because his married girlfriend is spending today with her husband. Are you familiar with his?" Remy recalled her famous comeback and reminded everyone that she was the clapback queen by posting screenshots of Remy bringing up Papoose, who explained that he wasn't being disrespectful by asking her to relax and check. Tay Rock intensified the argument. Papoose, meanwhile, remained calm and leveled up in silence. This is the juicy part. The idea that Papoose had moved on started to spread. After all he had been through, people were especially happy to see him move on. Clarissa Shields, a younger professional boxer, was allegedly his girlfriend. What was even more shocking was that she was allegedly pregnant. The conflict, what about it? Fire killed her. Clarissa had an incredible knockout. Although I anticipated it would be the first, I knew she would blast up. The main problem, though, is that Remy wasn't feeling well. Remy has allegedly been sending dubious messages to Papoose's new girlfriend's direct message system without even daring to throw hands, according to rumors. But let's be honest, because of those cheating rumors, Remy Ma, who has long been seen as a tough comeback queen in the hip-hop business, is currently facing some major problems, have had a big impact on her career. In the past, she was praised for her strength and loyalty, but nowadays, it looks like she's the object of jokes and gossip blogs. In addition, the hip-hop culture isn't always sympathetic, especially when it comes to women. Apart from everything else, she is facing even more challenges without Papoose by her side, as her son is juggling some serious legal troubles. After putting Remy first for so long, Papoose deserves to be referred to as the king of loyalty because he is now flourishing and concentrating on his own development. Remy wants him back, but it's hard to see someone who had it all before now battle with these personal and professional issues as Remy Ma's life appears to be unraveling. Although it's clear that things have changed, it's unclear what the future holds for Easy the Block Captain in combat rap. Although he received some attention from the controversy surrounding him, was it worthwhile? Scandals such as this don't necessarily lead to sustainability in the rap industry. He must now decide if he can put all of this behind him and carry on with the game. What are your thoughts? Is there any possibility that Remy and Papoose may make amends, or is this truly the end for them? Recover from this situation, or has her career been too badly damaged? I would appreciate hearing your thoughts, so please leave a remark below. That's it for everyone for today. In order to stay up to date on the latest rumors and trending subjects, remember for that subscribe button to ring and be pressed to make sure you don't overlook the alert. Any recent vids that are comparable to this,